Hi. Good morning. I hope everyone slept well and are prepared to test their knowledge of what we have covered thus far in our pop quiz following this lecture. It is important to listen now, because the quiz covers material from this chapter as well, but it is only worth 5% of the final, so, at any rate, with no further wait, Bill Williams is here to discuss Chapter 4 for your convenience.
Chapter 4, Week 2. Money Saving Strategies. While in the process of obtaining wealth to move in the direction we feel is most beneficial for further growth and development, money-saving strategies are necessary to reduce waste and maximize potential. An apple costs the same to the rich as to the poor at the market, so we see a moderate $11.15 per meal would be $33.45 per day times 365 days, which totals $12,209.25 per year. This is around the $12,200 standard deduction allowed for singles as the part of your income which is non-taxable. The more we understand money-saving strategies is the better decisions we'll make economically and see remarkable results. Being thrifty is not being stingy, cheap, or selfish. It is making rational decisions to restrain ourselves from following the love, greed, or compassion captured through the eyes. Sure, we are the type that wants to help out wherever needed knowing we will get that blessing back one day, but that's not practical in a society where we have to eat each day. We don't want to rely on donations from the church as some may. We want to donate from the abundance afforded in a measurable amount, not that it matters, but it does. What do the strategies guarantee, and how efficient will they be used in everyday practice? Can we survive on less than $11.15 for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Can we move some of that allotted potential from the standard deduction to potential in another area? We diet as best as we can, not just to get or remain thin, but also to increase personal savings, ultimately affecting accounts at the bank. Dieting is a classic way of saving money where the less food intake, communication, and monetary distribution will prove to be of the better of our decisions from 2020 going forward. Food intake can be monitored and reduced by managing calorie intake, reducing snacking, and increasing water intake. Just by knowing that standard deduction, we can reduce spending and restrain ourselves accordingly. We don't have to have everything we see, but many think they should. We should also see reducing communication as a way to reduce spending. The less we know about others is the more we can focus on ourselves. Reinvesting in ourselves is not giving money to a cause from the sympathy found in our heart for others. So, the less we know is the more we save. The monitoring and reduction of random input, conversational speech, and social media will also save time and energy. By reducing monetary distribution, we pay the mandatory tithes, taxes and insurance so we can minimize allowances and cater to needs not wants. Money doesn't grow on trees, so let's act like it's earned, whether or not it's given toward developing our plan. We should all have personal savings that only grow adding to our individual wealth. While on the diet, we will see an increase in funds retained. We often amass pocket change, and from there it becomes under the mattress money. Then perhaps the most secure form of personal savings is with the monies saved being put in the home safe. With pocket change, loose change, and available cash are added with foreign currency. Pocket change also includes any monies that are owed to you that you haven't collected yet. The under the mattress money is basically collected for rainy day funds, emergency money, and readily available cash not normally carried as pocket change. The home safe provides personal security and close access to tax-free flexibility. Being out of sight, it will also be out of mind until absolutely necessary. This safe should be hidden from sight, because no one wants what they can't see, and your time and energy spent amassing what you had shouldn't be as liquid as it would be were it not in a safe. The conventional method of saving money is through a bank account as they are federally insured and centrally located. We all need a traditional savings account where it should be seen theoretically as untouchable revenue in a secure location. The best thing is that it accrues interest. Another method of saving is opening a business account where funds are distributed on a professional level as all distribution is investment in future prosperity. There is no waste with this method as only authorized expenditures are approved. With the business account we have a funds transfer destination which forms the foundation of our tax preparation process. It is important to know however well things are going, multiple banks become necessary as we deal with an expanded administration where multiple accounts are separately more manageable. Multiple sources of revenue ensure multiple sources of income and consequently savings as branches and offices throughout the nation and abroad are opened. If there were a way to monitor what we see and hear, we would all be in a much better position financially, but since we can't, we must make a conscious effort to diet which adds to our personal savings and consequently our accounts at the bank. Unfortunately, we are subject to our surroundings and what little economic potential we have is chipped away at by the individuals who are sympathetic to puppies, a bag of chips or a product painted their favorite color. These distractions and others like them convince us that we need them then, when we really just want them. We want to eat pastries only because they look good, but we need to curb our appetites where communication and monetary distribution should be minimized to ensure maximum savings. The less we know is the less we owe as in communication the point of socialization is equality, and if we have more economic potential than another, it is natural to assist where we may. While on this diet, we amass economic potential where that which is not pocket change goes under the mattress or in some type of home safe. This newfound wealth from dieting shouldn't be squandered on larger things we want individually but placed in a savings account and then on further to a business account where multiple banks become necessary as our potential grows. Money saving strategies seem selfish, but remember the mission where tithes, taxes and insurance are enough charity.
That concludes the information to consider in Chapter 4. Before the quiz we would have to ask if there are any questions on what we considered today. When there are none the quiz will commence shortly thereafter.